welcome to the Questionnaires podcast, where each week we source the best questions from Yahoo Answers and attempt to provide the best advice from...
How did become the thing we say to cats?
2.
When a battery is manufactured, is it fully charged or do they need to charge it?
We're here to prove that every question deserves an answer. Joining with me this week, as always, is Marcus.
Hello, Tom.
And Damien.
Hello, Thomas. Hello, Marcus.
Hello, Damien.
I always had like this thing when I would get a new device to be like, you have to charge it for 12 hours or something like that before you can use it. And I remember one time, I think when I got my first iPod, I was like, I had it on charge, and then I went out to a party that night, and then I got really drunk and I had to call my mum to say unplug my charger, because I'm like, oh, remind her to unplug the charger. And I called her up and I'm like, Mum, can you unchug my plager? Like, I just could not say it right. Unchug my plager.
I love it, but they did give you like a message inside of those boxes, especially back in the day, where it's like, you need a charger for 8 hours. Like that was a thing though, wasn't it?
I think it was, but battery technology has since become very, very good, and it's not going to like ruin your battery if you didn't charge it right for the first time. It's only going to have that maximum thing, maximum capacity. Things are much more
better,
smarter,
this way,
and intricate now.
Yeah, for sure. How's your week been, guys?
Look, I've had an interesting week. 10 minutes before the podcast started, I spilt an entire coffee all over my desk, which was horrible. And the funniest thing is, like, that's not even the stupidest thing I've done this week. I made a really dumb purchase. I've been into basketball like over the lockdown recently, and I've had the craving for shooting hoops, mainly because our neighbor, they have a basketball ring in their front yard, and they're not home. They're hardly ever home now because they're moving houses and they're just fixing it up for somebody else to move in, right? So I have had this urge to be like, maybe I could just go shoot a couple hoops at the next door neighbor's house. Like, it'll be awkward if they come home because they're going to be like, why the hell are you in our driveway?
Yeah.
But with COVID restrictions, Damien, like that's a big no-no, isn't it?
And also I have to practice what I preach, in that I'm pretty sure we like chastised a question asker for using a neighbor's pool a couple of weeks ago on this very show, right?
Right.
But the other day I was like, Daddy just wants one shot. Daddy just wants to hit one from downtown.
Just from downtown. Is it okay? Can I just take it from downtown?
Just one.
Michael Jordan.
I went to the driveway, I shot one shot and it went in, and then I was like, uh-oh. Daddy liked that. Daddy liked that. Yeah. And then the problem is Daddy got carried away and I bought a basketball ring. I don't know why.
Is it a basketball ring that has like a basketball player on it, like an image, like a Charles Barkley or a Michael Jordan or
something
like
I got the
that?
Charles Barkley one, Marcus. Is that a reference to my basketball ring?
Yeah, it is.
It's just Andrew Gaze's face stretched out really poorly as a graphic on it.
You shouldn't have bought it from Redbubble.
Yeah, man, it was one of those purchases where, like, I was falling asleep the other night and then all of a sudden I awoke in myself with like, where the hell are you going to put this bloody basketball ring? What were you thinking, you idiot? To the point where I was like about to get up and cancel the order. Like, I'm going to stop this thing from coming in.
Oh, wait, is it one of those rings that you nail or screw into like the bricks or something like that?
No, it's a portable one. It's a portable one.
So it's like one of those kiddie ones that are like all plastic. I used to have one of those in my bedroom, man. Don't worry, there's plenty of room for that.
I had one above my bin. I used to throw trash through it.
How dare you?
Yeah, don't worry, Damien. You can shoot like Reggie Miller. That's what you should have got. You should have got the bin basketball ring. You could have been like Reggie Miller from rubbish.
No, I love the fact that Damien just like once he got that rush hit, like a heroin hit of like the sound of the ball through the net, like a swish. He was like, swish. Oh, it just sort of hit him in a way that he just could not hold back from buying. He's straight to Amazon and he bought it. He's like, I have to do it.
Well, he's got an Amazon membership. He's got an Amazon membership. He has to use it for something.
No,
it's a bad purchase because it's not like if you buy a bad jacket that you don't like, you regret getting. It's like you can just put that in your cupboard and forget about it. Yep. You can't just throw. It's like your father-in-law's crane that was sitting in the backyard for all those years. I'm gonna have this bloody basketball ring in my backyard.
That's all right.
You're gonna walk past it. You're gonna see it, and you'll be like, God damn, that is an impulse buy if I ever did see one. But hey, look, it's a bit of fun. You've got to take some sort of like have some enjoyment during the lockdown, and I think think you've made the right choice.
True. How about you, Tom? Have you made any poor purchases? How's your week been?
No, I haven't made any poor purchases yet. I did do a bit of an ASOS order. So like I've gotten to that point where I'm just like, I've filled up my cart and I've ordered a bunch of stuff, and I'm hoping that once it comes, that I don't have to send anything back, because that's the thing. I've got a perfect strike rate with ordering things from ASOS. I've never had to send it back. So, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's good. You got to keep that streak going, man. You got to keep that streak going.
I haven't
actually. Well, this week I've come to discover that exercising and me don't go together. It's actually cursed. Yeah.
No.
This week I decided. I thought, you know what? I haven't actually done anything like exercise in a very, very long time, and I decided, I'm going to go for a run.
Nice one.
I put my phone in my pocket, put my headphones on. I was like, all right, I'm going to go for this run. Let's go. And I thought to myself, as I was running, I was like, I'm not going to be able to run the whole distance I want to do. So I was holding my phone in my hand, because I thought, you know what? It might fly out of my pocket, might cause damage to my phone. Let's not do that. So I was running, and eventually I decided, I can't do it anymore. I'm going to stop and just walk and catch my breath or whatever it is. So as I'm doing that, put my phone in my pocket, walking, breathing really heavily, and my headphones got caught on a rose bush, and let's just say my phone has seen better days. I'll actually show you to the camera.
Oh, so I'm looking at a cracked back of the phone. Oh, it's very cracked.
The whole back of the phone is shattered in a million pieces.
Shattered.
And it made me realize that would be my first and last run for the year. I'm done.
Whoa.
I'm done with running guns.
Marcus told me about this story earlier in the week, and it just made me feel sad. 'Cause I'm like, he did the right thing. He went to go exercise, make himself feel good, and God was just like, no, I'm going to slam dunk. Sorry about the basketball analogies, are going to happen a lot this episode. Your phone into the concrete.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spike it.
It wasn't even while I was running. It was while I was cooling down. It's like this rosebush came out of fucking nowhere, caught onto my headphones, and instead of the headphones disconnecting from the phone, the phone disconnected from my pocket.
Disconnected from you.
Yeah.
You made the wrong move, which is wearing a corded headphone while doing exercise. I remember once I was like rushing to leave my house while wearing headphones, like to go to uni, locked the door behind me, threw the door like to close it quickly, and my headphones got stuck in the door as it closed. So it literally like locked my headphones into the door, and I was wearing them, and it like yanked my head back when I hit the ground. They're dangerous. You can't be doing it.
Well, I've decided I'm just not going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. You could either really hurt your ears or really break your phone. So I think either of them aren't a good outcome. But Marcus, I don't like that you've been turned off the run, because as I've been running every day this week, and I feel fantastic. So I want you to get back on the wagon. Don't want you to be disheartened. Make sure you get back on that horse.
Yeah. Look, we'll see. We'll see. Ask me next week if I've gone for any runs.
All right. Well, we'll check back in next week. But until we check back in about us, let's check in on the people of Yahoo Answers, which is what we're here to do. We're here to answer questions from that website, Yahoo Answers, provide some advice to these people and help them on their way. That is how the show works. The other thing we do each and every week is we choose a theme to name the question askers, and it's my theme this week. And I just come back from a walk to the cafe. I thought we could name our question askers after your coffee order.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. I'm going to go first, though, because I never go first.
Order for Marcus?
Yeah, an order for me.
Marcus? What is it here? It's
a skinny latte, no sugars.
Skinny latte for Marcus.
Yeah, no sugars. Okay, when I'm drinking
just
coffee
out of
at
curiosity,
home,
Marcus, when you do order a coffee out, do they ever get your name wrong? Is that
No. It's always Marcus.
Okay, all right.
I always get Marcus or maybe Mark. Maybe they get the spelling wrong, but I don't really care about spelling. It's still how they say it.
No. It's all about the phonetics, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Anyway, so skinny latte, no sugars, writes in. I'm scared to tell people how I met my wife. I met her off an app. It's an app called Whisper. We talked for 3 years and then met up, and we hit it off quite easily. I fell in love with her, and she is the most amazing woman ever. She's the love of my life, and she's my encouragement to everything I've ever done. We have a 5-month-old child together now, and she hasn't changed. She's very sweet and a wonderful woman. She gets bothered when I lie and tell people that I met during work when we used to work together. She's stuck with the story, but she hates it and keeps telling me to stop lying. She asks why I'm embarrassed, but I don't know how to respond. I'm scared people will make fun of me because I'm not the best looking guy, and they will laugh because I had to go online to find my wife. To be honest, I wasn't even looking when I found her. She just appeared and made me happy. I feel bad that I'm hurting her feelings. What should I do? Skinny latte, no sugars.
Skinny latte. I feel like this is one of the things that people will get caught up on the how, if it is something like a Tinder, let's just say if you met someone on Tinder or if you met something on an app that would maybe, it's not the most traditional way of meeting somebody as far as traditionally speaking, but this is a very different world we live in now. We have this ability to find people in all sorts of different ways. I think if anything, they should be treating it as like we're a success story of Whisper. Like, guess what?
Yeah.
We made it happen. You should reach out to Whisper and be like, they could be on the ads where they're sort of sitting next to each other and they're like, yeah, look, we talked for 3 years and, we hit it off and now we've got a 5-month-old.
Yeah.
That's so true. It's like when I watch shows like The Bachelor and then you'll see like, we're still together 3 years later. I'm like, the show worked for once.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so good. I'm happy it worked for them. Yeah. Not that dating apps and the shows, you know what, you get the sentiment I'm trying to say here.
Yeah. Well, the thing with those dating shows as well is like at the start and like, because Bachelor just started again this week. Recently.
I'm so surprised that this wasn't a Bachelor themed episode, Tom.
Yeah, I know, that's a good point. I usually like to bust out the Bachelor cast and I make you pick them based on that. But Bachelor started and it always starts off with like Osher coming in and being like, who is ready to find love? The one that they're going to spend the rest of their life with. And it's like, these motherfuckers never very rarely stay together. They all end up on like the other show, which is like the Hookup Island where they just sort of like fuck
Bachelor
each other.
in Paradise. Do you watch that one, Tom?
Nah, look, I had seen a couple of episodes of it. I wasn't sort of super into it, but like that's where they all end up. And it's almost like it's not about love for them. It's just about getting their profile up. So when they talk and they sell it at the start of every season being like, he's ready to find love. They're ready to find love. It's like, nah, they're definitely not actually.
Yeah.
And every article that comes out after, it's like, Sabrina and Tim broke up. It's like, no shit.
Yeah.
The show's over now.
Yeah.
I've been watching Bachelor lately, Tom, and it's got me thinking, because I'm living now with my partner and she loves the show, so I've watched along with her. I always feel like Usher feels like he's like the big dick on campus. Whenever he walks in, all the girls flutter to him. They're always just like, oh my God, it's Usher. And he's always very serious. And he's like, you're going to find love. And then when he tells people they're not finding love, it's like someone's died. It really is like and I'm like, I get it. It's for the TV show. It's for drama. I get that. But you're right. They never work. And yet I feel like there's more Tinder success stories than there are Bachelor success stories.
So you don't believe that Osh actually cares about finding love? He just cares about that paycheck at the end of the day.
I mean, have you seen him on the fucking Celebrity, the Masked Singer, or whatever? Like he's just as excited for that. He's for love. He's pouring himself
out.
out
every night of the week. He's on every night of the week.
Yeah.
Every relationship that dies gives Osher life because he looks fantastic for his age.
He's a succubus.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what commercial killed me with Osher recently? We're getting so off topic, but who cares? Because he's hosting The Masked Singer, right? And that's the whole show where they reveal under the mask who is the singer, right? It's always a celebrity.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the one for the Mark Philippoussis ad? It kills me because he yells out, he's like, "It's Mark Philippoussis!" But he says it in a way that it sounds like Godzilla is attacking the city. Like you're imagining a giant Mark Philippoussis just stomping in, like crushing people and setting fire to buildings.
Yeah. The funniest thing about that Mark Philippoussis, and the next one was Michael Bevan. He goes just as equally fucking nuts for Michael Bevan too. Anyway, he goes absolutely nuts. But the best part is when they reveal their face, the celebrity always looks so disappointed in themselves. Like they're just like, oh fuck, I'm revealed now. What have I done?
Yeah. I've been completely exposed. Why couldn't I have just been good and made it all the way through and then win at least? Not to be out first. Michael Bevan or Mark Philippoussis is just like, I'm shit. Yeah. But let's get off Osher's schedule. Let's answer the question here. Do you think that it's right for her to be embarrassed about it, or that they have like a fake story, or him to be embarrassed that they've got a fake story, or should they own it?
I understand why she feels that way, but I do think the paradigm of being kind of embarrassed about like dating online has shifted in a long. Like I feel like years ago, if people were using like Plenty of Fish or that, they'd kind of say it in hushed ways, like, "Oh, you use a dating website." It was kind of like a weird thing that not many people were doing. Yeah, but I don't know. I think like apps like Tinder and stuff became so in vogue and accessible that it's just common now. I feel like a lot of my friends will be like, "Yeah, we met on Tinder," like, and and nobody bats an eyelid. I think it's, the times have changed, and I don't think people like will judge anybody based on that now. I don't think
100%. Well, I reckon back in the day when people found out you met through the internet, so it's like, don't you meet like pedophiles on the internet or creeps or that on the internet? Like that's what people had the interpretation of the internet back in the 90s and even early 2000s. Now I feel like it's commonplace. I like I know a couple that got married recently that were a Tinder relationship, and they go, what do we tell our parents? Oh, we tell them we met at a bar. I'm like, well, technically you did, but after Tinder, like it's not a big deal. Like I don't see the harm in saying, oh, we met through Plenty of Fish, or we met through Tinder or Whisper, or whatever it is.
I know. I think a friend of a friend of a friend is quite far removed. That he apparently met his girlfriend